10 travel outfits seniors should never wear to the airport, and the secrets airlines hope you'll never learn. Here's something that most visitors, particularly seniors, don't know. What you wear to the airport can totally ruin your trip before you even board the plane. Airlines and TSA won't admit it out loud, but your clothing can initiate additional security screenings, induce health issues at high altitude, and even make a simple bathroom stop an Olympic-level ordeal at 36,000 feet. The real deal? There's an informal list of problem clothing that will get you flagged, delayed, or downright uncomfortable in flight. And nobody in the business is in a hurry to tell you. Today, I'm revealing the 10 biggest airport outfit mistakes that can transform a smooth, easy flight into a total travel disaster. Mistake number 10. The luxury trap. Do you think those designer logos make you look chic and refined? Airlines adore them, but not for the reason you might suppose. Flight attendants are trained to identify high-value passengers by what they wear. That designer handbag or logo sweater informs them that you are likely to be interested in pricey upgrades you don't even want. Your economy ticket suddenly is a $200 need-it-now seat security upgrade. And it's not only the airline that's looking at your designer duds pickpockets in airports specifically target travelers showing off wealth. Even the TSA scrutinizes luxury goods more closely for fear they might hide something forbidden. What to do instead? Pack fine and well-designed basics without large brand logos. Stash your luxury goods in your carry-on where you can see them. Pro tip: airlines aren't liable for pilfered items from overhead compartments, so if you're flashing cash, you're also flashing vulnerability. Mistake number 9. The attention magnet. Light, flashy attire may earn you compliments, but it may also earn you a detour. TSA officials aren't selecting individuals randomly. They're trained to notice and remember exceptional outfits, so you're more likely to be singled out for extra screening. Flight attendants take notice, and research indicates passengers wearing bright colors are 40% more likely to be asked about overpriced upgrades. Bright garb makes you stand out, sometimes too much. What to do instead? Wear darker, more classic colors, such as navy, black, or charcoal for a sharp look that won't draw attention. Pro tip: if you prefer a burst of color, pick one removable adornment. That way you can dial it back if necessary. Mistake number 8. The scent bomb. That favorite perfume or cologne of yours may smell incredible to you, but in an airplane, it can put you in hot water. Airlines have subtle policies regarding pungent odors, and if your scent causes other passengers to develop allergies, you might get relocated or even deplaned before departure. Cabin air is recycled every 2 to 3 minutes, so your aroma clings around for hours with 150 strangers. And foundations that are too heavy? They do poorly against bone-dry cabin air, just 10–20% humidity, causing skin to crack and flake with no place to freshen up during a flight. What to do instead? Apply a light moisturizer with SPF, avoid heavy perfume, and go light on makeup until after you touch down. Pro tip: flight attendants recall and value travelers who consider everyone's comfort. Mistake number 7. The metal detector nightmare. TSA maintains a not-so-secret list of trouble accessories, the ones nearly guaranteed to trigger alarms. Agents can see them from 20 feet away, but won't alert you until you're taking up space in the security line with irritated travelers behind you. Worst of the worst? Jewelry that's difficult to remove, such as screw-on bracelets. In extreme cases, individuals have missed flights attempting to remove them. Ex-TSA officers freely admit they hate certain jewelry, not because it's dangerous, but because it's a pain for all the people waiting in line. TSA holdups from stubborn jewelry can tack on 10 to 15 minutes to your scan, and here's the surprising thing: TSA doesn't care. These holdups give the illusion of intense security, even if it's just a jammed bracelet holding everything up. What to ask? Are there any jewelry restrictions for security? They're obligated to respond if you ask point blank. What to do instead? Opt for small, easy-to-take-off pieces. Opt for magnetic or snap-away clasps for a hassle-free experience. Pro tip: TSA officers like passengers who are prepared. It accelerates the whole line. If you've learned even just a single new travel hack so far, like this video, that helps other savvy travelers find these insider tips. And for more airline secrets and senior travel hacks, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell so you never miss a flight-saving tip. Mistake number 6. The bathroom disaster. Jumpsuits and single-piece uniforms can be stylish, but airborne they become a logistical nightmare. Airlines covertly gain from this error since individuals in jumpsuits avoid the lavatories, that is, fewer distractions for flight attendants and additional overpriced snack purchases. Plane lavatories are small, only 24 inches in diameter, and flight attendants refer to jumpsuits as accidents waiting to happen. They've watched passengers get into trouble, lose their balance, or even have accidents because they couldn't control their ensemble during turbulence. And if your attire choice is a problem, crew members don't have to help you. What to do instead? Wear separates. A coordinating knit set can still appear put together, but is much more manageable. Pro tip: conduct the airplane bathroom test at home. If you can't manage your outfit in your bathroom with your eyes closed, it's not fly-friendly. Mistake number 5. The circulation killer. Skinny jeans and constrictive clothing don't just irritate. They can actually hurt your health. Airline medical advisors recognize that tight clothing raises the risk of deep vein thrombosis, DVT, by decreasing blood circulation as much as 40%. For older adults, that's a deadly formula for blood clots. Cabin pressure tightens restrictive clothing even more at altitude. That comfortable waistband? It feels like a tourniquet. At 35,000 feet. In severe situations, flight attendants have cut passengers' clothes during medical emergencies. What to do instead? Select clothing with at least 2 inches of stretch. Always bring compression socks to enhance circulation. Pro tip: airlines will not offer compression socks, but they're among the finest measures to avoid common clots. And there's more. Ask for an aisle seat in order to lower DVT risk by up to 30%. Mistake number 4. The hypothermia trap. Shorts and zero layers may be appropriate for a tropical island, but not in an airplane. Planes maintain cabins between 65–68 degrees Fahrenheit to make travelers alert and willing to purchase drinks, blankets, and snacks. The colder you are, the more you'll pay. Here's the issue. Skin exposed to air loses heat 25 times more quickly at altitude, and elderly people are particularly susceptible to hypothermia. Airlines dropped free blankets years ago, replaced by $8, $12 sale travel blankets. Flight attendants realize the cabin is cold. They dress in layers themselves, but their training instructs them to sell comfort items first and then provide medical assistance. What to do instead? Dress for 20 degrees lower temperatures than you were going to. Pack light layers that you can easily put on or take off. Pro tip: order complimentary hot tea instead of chilled beverages to conserve body heat. Mistake number 3. The security nightmare. Multi-pocket cargo pants and vests may be convenient, but to the TSA, they're a warning sign. They're actually on the agency's official list of high alert items because they create the most delays and missed flights. Why? Having multiple pockets means forgetting things, and 90% of cargo wearers forget something, according to TSA, which sets off extra screening, fines, and even delayed connections. Agents learn to suspect too much storage room. And here's the bad news. This mess benefits TSA because it makes extra security measures look necessary and also creates revenue from delayed flights. If you are pulled aside, simply ask, "Is this because of my choice of clothing?" They have to respond if you press the question. What to do instead? Simple is better, only 2 pockets. Carry a belt bag for things like your phone and wallet. And consider clear mesh pockets so the TSA can immediately see they are empty. Pro tip: small changes like this can cut minutes off your security wait time. Mistake number 2. The germ factory. Open-toe shoes and flip-flops may be comfortable, but they're a health risk in plain view. Airport floors contain over 10,000 bacteria per square inch, greater than the typical toilet seat. As you stroll barefoot through TSA checkpoints, you open yourself up to exposure from antibiotic-resistant bacteria and fungal infection. A severe risk for seniors or those with compromised immune systems. TSA floor mats are cleaned once a day, but thousands of barefoot passengers tread over them, spreading everything from athlete's foot to MRSA. Flight attendants must wear closed-toe shoes and are cautioned against floor contamination, but passengers are never warned. What to do instead? Wear closed-toe slip-off shoes for quick screening. If you won't wear shoes, bring a pair of socks for security. Pro tip: bring antibacterial wipes and wash your feet the moment you clear TSA. Mistake number 1. The safety hazard. Your footwear choice could literally mean the difference between life and death in an emergency evacuation. Airlines have to get everyone off the plane in 90 seconds, but the inappropriate footwear creates hazardous bottlenecks that ensnare others. High heels, flip-flops, and clunky boots are the worst culprits. Cabin crew catch these culprit shoes when people board, but they can't request you to remove them, even if what you're wearing risks other passengers' safety. High heels puncture inflatable emergency slides. Flip-flops fall off and trip passengers. Bulky boots prolong water evacuations, since they are difficult to remove. For mobility-impaired seniors, unsteady shoes can make a survivable evacuation a tragedy. What to do instead? Wear supportive slip-on shoes you could run in if necessary. Pro tip: never, ever remove your shoes for takeoff and landing. In case of an emergency, you'll be able to get out in a flash. And there you have it, the 10 airport dressing errors airlines keep their fingers crossed you'll continue to make, not for your sake, mind you, but because they make money off your delays, irritation, and even your safety threats. These aren't just fashion options, they're sneaky traps that cost you money, rob you of your health, and might even put you in harm's way. Airline companies know all about what you should be wearing, but rather than advise you, they'd prefer to sell you expensive solutions for issues you might avoid. Now that you're in on their secrets, which clothing trap did you fall into? Ever missed a flight due to what you were wearing? Tell us your story in the comments. I read them all. And don't forget to check out our next guide, 15 free perks airlines keep from senior travelers, filled with insider secrets that could save you hundreds on your next vacation. Subscribe, comment, and like for more travel tips and safe travels as ever.